Okay, girls, so I know you like, why did Shamika call me over today? Because 2026 is nearer than you think. It is literally around the corner. So here are 5 things that we need to do before 2026. It's going to make you a better, more leveled up version of yourself. We don't want 2026 to find us in the same space that 2025 found us in. We talked about that in the last episode. We are committed to glowing up. We are committed to leveling up. We are committed to literally getting better and better every day in every way. So I called you over here today to just talk about 5 things. Some of them are micro, some of them are macro, meaning they are very big, a big decision that you're gonna have to make. So I got you, girl. I got you some cute little charcuterie. I got you some matcha, and we're just gonna sip and chew and talk about these 5 things that we will do before 2026. Hey, sweet girl, welcome back. If this is your first time here, hey girl, my name is Shamika. I am your best friend, your favorite cousin, your big sister, your little sister, your friendly neighbor, your accountability partner, your prayer partner, business partner, all of the things. And I help women discover the very best, most excellent version of themselves, step into their feminine power, and live the softest life possible. So if that is your vibe, stick around and subscribe. I would love to have you as a part of this community where we simply believe over here, girl, that every day and every way we get better and better. Okay, girl, so the first thing that we're going to do is write a letter to the 2025 version of who we are, or who we were in 2025, because we're leveling up for 2026. So we want to write a little letter to homegirl, and it's not a bash her letter. It's more of a gratitude letter. Let's thank her for showing up. Thank her for the progress that she made. Thank her that she didn't give up. So this is what it sounds like. Hey, Shamika girl, here we are in 2026. Listen, you did not give up. Every day you showed up. You might not have showed up as big every single day, but you showed up, and that's what matters. Thank you for not giving up. Thank you for making sure that we were in a better position by December 31st, 2025 than we were on January 1st, 2025. Thank you for not allowing the offenses that came to keep us down. Thank you that you didn't allow bad days to become bad weeks, which would have turned into bad months, which would have turned into a bad 2025. You didn't allow that to happen. You were resilient. You were inspiring. You were motivating. You were committed to the level up. You were committed to the journey. Everything didn't go the way that you wanted it to go, but you didn't stay in a sunken place. You didn't stay in a dark place. You had some dark days, but you didn't stay there. You had some dark moments, but you didn't let them become dark days. You were that girl. So thank you. Because of who you were in 2025, we are who we're going to be in 2026. We literally went to the next level, and that's because of you, girl. So thank you. Thank you for what you contributed to making this year a better year than 2024 was. I stand in complete gratitude. Could we have done some things better? Maybe. Could you have maybe shown up a little bit bigger, a little bit better, a little bit more elevated? Maybe. Did we have a few bad and dark days? Yeah, but the point of the matter is you didn't give up. You were resilient. You were committed, and I appreciate that. So thank you, girl. Thank you. And listen, I am going to make sure, I'm going to take it from here and make sure that 2026, we go to a whole new level. All right, the second thing that we are going to do before 2026 is audit our circle. I'm gonna hold your hand while I say this, girl, because it's not gonna feel good. It might not be as easy as it sounds or as it seems. It might be a little bit difficult, especially if you have for lifers. If you have some people that have been in your life for your entire life, but they might not belong there anymore. That's not gonna be easy to sever ties. And it's not necessarily that you have to sever ties, but you might not have them as close in proximity as they are right now. In 2026, they might be removed just a little bit in 2026. Yes, they can still text you, hey girl, how are you? Maybe even have a monthly dinner or a quarterly meetup, or, just a quick check-in text or phone call every once in a while, but you have to look at who is close to you, whose voice is feeding you, whose voice is feeding who you were, and whose voice is feeding who you are becoming. It's a huge difference. There are some people that are in your life right now that were in your life in the past. They're fine with your past you. They're not interested in the future version of you. They're not interested in the leveled up version of you. They're fine with you still being low-hanging fruit. They're fine with you being in the place that you've always been. Those aren't the people that you want to be around. You want to surround yourself with people who are not only interested in themselves leveling up, but in you leveling up as well. We can glow together, we can grow together, or else they have to go. You cannot have people who are stuck like Chuck in your life. And if they're stuck like Chuck and they're trying to get unstuck, that's different. But if they're stuck like Chuck and they're fine being stuck like Chuck, those are no longer your people. And remember, we're not thinking about who we are today. We're thinking about who we are becoming in 2026. We're thinking about the next version, the higher version of ourselves. That person is ambitious. That person is committed to excellence. That person is not someone that is content with mediocrity. We don't settle. The only thing that we settle for is excellence on the pursuit to perfection. We might not ever reach perfection, but that doesn't mean that we're going to stop trying. We might not make it to the top of the mountain, but that doesn't mean that we're going to stop climbing. If you have non-climbers in your life, you have to separate yourself. It's not going to be easy, but it's 1000% worth it. Who is draining you? Who, when they text you, instead of you thinking, I'm excited to hear from this person, you're like, what now? Who, when they call you, you're contemplating if you're going to answer the phone or not? Who, when they FaceTime you, you're like, absolutely not. I don't feel like whatever it is going on in your life today, I don't feel like dealing with it. I don't feel like hearing it. Those are the people you have to make a mental note of how it feels when they contact you. If it's a forced interaction, then those are no longer your people, and that's okay. You have permission to move on from them or move differently with them without apology and without an explanation. You don't owe anybody an explanation. Do what you have to do to remain loyal to the highest version of you, not to remain loyal to people from your past. Even if your past was last week, even if your past was last month, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 minutes ago, you're allowed to elevate and go to the next level even that quickly in 10 minutes. Someone may no longer fit in your life when you have made the change. That's okay. Think about a growing family. If I and my husband, when we first got married, a 1-bedroom apartment was just fine. Now that we have 3 children, and we don't have 3 children, but you know what I mean. Now that we have 3 children, a 1-bedroom apartment won't fit us anymore. So that version of us have now expanded. So we have to make sure that our environment agrees with the expanded version of us. That's the same with you, sweet girl. The expanded version of you, the higher level you, might no longer agree with who they are and who they're fine being. So girl, audit your circle. Look around. If you have to write it down, write it down. If you have to text it to yourself, text it to yourself. If you have to do voice notes to yourself, to do an audible journal in a way, do what you have to do to make sure that everybody in your life agrees with who you are becoming, not who you were or who you are right now. Okay, girl, the third thing that we're going to do is go through our drawers and closets. Go through your dressers, go through your wardrobe, go through that intimate drawer.
You know what I'm talking about.
Listen, there are some intimate pieces that you have that got holes in them. Hello? The highest version of yourself, she doesn't walk around with holy panties. Hello? Let's call a duck a duck. Let's talk about it, because we have to learn to become the higher level of ourselves even when no one is around. When no one is around to judge us, when no one is around to be an audience, to watch what we're doing, we still do what the highest version of ourselves would do. And that's a gut check for me, because baby, I hold on to stuff. I do not part ways with a lot of stuff, especially intimates, because once again, who's looking? Who's watching? I mean, maybe my husband will see it every once in a while, but he don't be paying attention a lot of the time. So I have to pay attention, because even if it's an audience of one, I am most important. I am my top priority. I treat myself like the higher version that I am, or that I am becoming. So she cleans out everything that no longer agrees with who she is becoming. That includes pantyhose with runs in them. Get rid of them. Why are we keeping those? Half used bottles of deodorant. Why are we keeping that? If there's a shirt that no longer fits and I'm like, I'm going to lose weight to get into this shirt, but it doesn't even agree with your next level self, get rid of it. Those jeans that you've been holding on to that have holes and buttons missing, get rid of them. Those intimates that have holes in them and have snaps missing and no longer fit you, get rid of it. Get rid of it all. Go through your cosmetics drawer. Get rid of the old lipstick. Get rid of the old compact. Get rid of the old concealer that you don't even use. You've not used in years. Do you know that that stuff has an expiration date? Everything expires, whether it is listed or not. Those things can expire. Get rid of it. Start over. Start afresh so that you can welcome 2026 with a clean slate, even in your closet. Find a women's shelter and donate those items. What you used to love can be what someone else loves now. It can literally be a blessing to someone. Even hangers. What about broken hangers? Halfway broken, halfway together. Get rid of it. Coats that no longer fit. Get rid of them. Coats that have lint pockets all over them and, missing buttons and have a hole in the underarm part. Or I have a coat that has a hole in the pocket that if I put anything in there, it literally goes to the bottom of the coat. Get rid of them. Half-used candles. Go around your house and look at what no longer serves you. Look at what could be replaced easily. Now, I'm not talking about throw your stove away. If you just got your stove 2 years ago, I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about your appliances, but these things that you can easily replace, like socks. Why does your socks have holes in them? Get rid of them. Think about the highest version of yourself. Everywhere that she goes, everything that she sees in her home is elevated, including her wardrobe. She doesn't have t-shirts that don't fit. She doesn't have t-shirts that's hanging all the way down because they've been washed so many times that they have lost their togetherness. She doesn't have things like that. She doesn't have colored towels with bleach stains on. No, go through your linen closet. Throw away everything that no longer serves you. Start over. Start afresh. And when you get the new things, celebrate the fact that you're getting them. Have yourself a housewarming for 2026. Go through your house and get rid of the old stuff and have a housewarming welcoming the new stuff. Okay, girl, the fourth thing that we will do is, speaking of decluttering, we will declutter our digital life. Go through that phone, girl. Get rid of those old text messages. And I'm talking to myself too because I have maybe 20,000 unopened emails and I am committed that by the time December 31st, 2025 comes around, that is going to be decluttered and cleaned out. What apps do you have on your phone that you've never even opened, you've never used, you probably will never use, you don't even remember why you downloaded the app in the first place? Get rid of them. What about all of those screenshots that you send your sisters and your besties and your husband and your prayer group and your coworkers? You will probably never revisit those screenshots. Get rid of them. What about the videos that you saved from even YouTube, or videos of reels that you've saved from Instagram and TikTok, and now they're living in your space on your phone? Your phone is like your second brain and it's probably overwhelmed and overcluttered. Declutter it. Get rid of those old files that you don't use. Get rid of the old files that required your signature and they're just sitting in your files folder, occupying all of this digital space. Get rid of it so that when you look at your phone, you too can see a clean environment there. When you have a clean environment, your mind is more clean. And a lot of times when you look at your environment, even your physical environment, as well as your digital environment, a lot of times it is reflective of what's going on in your mind. So if you look at your home and everything is everywhere, a lot of times mentally, everything is everywhere. You lack some level of clarity. So let's start with decluttering your digital environment. Of course, we've already gone over our physical environment. That will help your mental environment to remain clear and spacious in order to occupy the new mindset and the new ideas that are coming, the new strategies for your business, how to scale your business or how to start a new business or how to be a better employee, all of those things. So easily clean out your phone and don't overthink it. Like, oh, what if I will need this one day? Or what if I won't need this one day? I wonder if I should get rid of that. I wonder if this text thread, if this text will ever come up and it's from 2017. I wonder if this text will ever come up, if I'll ever need this receipt again. Girl, get rid of that. If you haven't needed it in a year, 6 months, 3 months, 1 month, if you haven't needed it in 30 days, you probably will not need it. And if you're in an environment where receipts are necessary to prove of like, listen, girl, you said this on this day. Do you really even need that person or that scenario or circumstance in your life? Probably not. So go through your phone and get rid of the stuff to welcome the space for the newness that is coming in 2026. And the last thing, the fifth thing that we will commit to before 2026 is creating one non-negotiable. Now, of course, we're going to do our vision board. We're going to do our prayer board. We're going to do our prayer journal for 2026. We're going to map out what we want to see manifest in 2026. Of course, all of those things. But before we even get to that point, we are going to make one commitment. One, we're not going to do a 20 list of New Year resolutions. We're not going to go over our vision board. Not right now. Not yet. We're just going to think of one thing that we are going to commit to. Is it a 10-minute walk every single day? Is it committing to a certain bedtime every single day so that you can wake up to a certain arise time every single morning? Kind of get your circadian rhythm in order, intact. Is that what it is? Is it cutting out fast food for the first 30 days? Or is it going from one level to the next in your appearance? Is it being more intentional with spending time with your family? Maybe your parents are elderly, so you want to make sure that you have a standing date or a standing appointment with your parents every single week. What is the one thing that you are going to commit to? It doesn't necessarily have to be in business or a career. It doesn't necessarily have to be in education. It doesn't necessarily have to be in love and relationship. It can be whatever you want it to be. It can be regarding your health, regarding your home. Maybe you're committed to cleaning your kitchen yourself every single week. Instead of, letting the dishes pile up, you're going to commit that whenever you see dishes in the sink, you're going to empty it out. Whatever it is that you want, that starts the momentum of commitment. It starts the cycle of keeping your word. We're not waiting until January 1, 2026. We're starting right now. We are becoming committed today. So what is the one thing that you are going to commit to for all of 2026 or 30 days? Whatever it is that you will commit to, don't make a promise that you cannot keep. Whatever it is, make sure that it's digestible and that it's small enough or big enough so that you can keep your word. That's the point of this activity and exercise, is to start the traction of keeping your word. And that commitment will follow you into 2026. So then when it's time to do your vision board, when it's time to do your prayer board and your prayer journal and all of that, you already have the momentum of keeping your word. So that's going to come more easily for you to keep your word with whatever you lay out on your vision board. Trust me, that will start a domino impact for you with keeping your word, and you're keeping your word to yourself. There's no audience around. There's nobody here to hold you accountable. So that is a beautiful start to building self-trust, because I'm keeping my word to myself. Nobody's going to hold me accountable but me. And remember, you are first and most important. So if you're going to keep your word to anybody, it should be you. So that's it, girl. That's it. Real simple, real easy. Let's work on these 5 things to commit to doing them before 2026 comes. So you have more than 30 days to put these into action. And I hope that you see the message behind it. I hope that you see the point behind it. It literally is to just take you from one level of you or one version of you to a higher version of you. That's what we talk about here. We literally believe that every day and every way we get better and better. And we're not waiting until 2026. We are starting today, literally right now. So girl, tell me in the comment section, which one of these are you going to employ right away? You don't have to get through the whole 5 today or even tomorrow. This week, you have a little over 30 days to get through these 5 things, but just make sure that you commit to them. Thank you so much for watching. Will you please do me a favor? Will you like this video and comment, as well as subscribe if you haven't subscribed already? It really helps the algorithm to let YouTube know who needs this video, who else would benefit from this video. So if you enjoy the content, if you think that it's good, please like, comment, share, subscribe, send it to one of your homegirls that might need this to level up to the next version of herself. So thank you for coming by, girl. I love our time together. Remember who you are. You're that girl. You're the next level you. You are the it factor and the main character, honey. God does not play about you, and he did his big one when he created you. All things amazing is your portion. You will have the best of the best because you are the best of the best. Remember that, girl. I love you, love you, love you. And I will see you in the next episode. Bye, girl. Don't care what people say.